everyone, it's Chrissy here from the Creative Eclectic. Welcome to Tuesday Night Lights and happy Halloween. Hope everyone is having a fabulous Halloween. It's a little bit scary that it's Halloween already. Let me just see. I can bring up comments here. All right. So tonight I am creating something a little bit different, but I'll just wait and see who's watching other than me. And I thought I'd show you what we made at our vintage Christmas card or Christmas class part 1 on Thursday, on Saturday, and we're doing part 2 next month. So, okay. Hi Megan, how are you? Hope you're having a better week this week. Oh, I've lost my little name badge. Oh. I thought that I would share the, oh hi Lynn, thanks for watching. Thought I'd share what we made in our class the other day. And so let's get started. I have got, this is one of the cards that we made in our vintage Christmas card class. Maybe I can zoom in just a little. See if I can get this to work. That's a bit better. Hi Glenda. I'm not too bad, Megan. Thank you for asking. How are you, Glenda? And how are you, Megan? I did ask, I think. Yeah, you are. You said you're okay. Great. That's fabulous. Oh, what a day. I've been very flat out today. My cousin is arriving from the UK on Thursday, and so he's not arriving till Thursday night, but his mum is really ill, so that's why he's coming. And yes, I'm trying to get everything done before he comes, and it's his birthday on Friday. So I'm squeezing 5 days work into 3 really. So we're doing well. Right, so these are 2 of the cards that we made at our Christmas vintage class on Saturday. Well, they could make this one or they could make this one. So this is using the online exclusive paper. We also, oh, that's great, Glenda. I'm so glad to hear that. Lynn, how are you? I didn't ask you that, sorry. This is the other card that we made. We had 2 options with that. My sample, I made a mistake and I used the vanilla, but that was the 2 of the cards that we created. The third project that we created, they only made 1 of each, okay? The third project, which I think is really cute, is this little, and I love these. This is a little gift card holder. So you've got your little gift card in there, and then you've got your little merry thoughts and wishes that you write on. So these are made using the online exclusive paper and the fabulous, St. Nicholas stamp set. This one actually was using the Rocking Horse stamp set, but St. Nicholas stamp set. And we decided at the class that we would just change things up a little bit And we added a little bit of interest to our insert for our gift card holder. So these are fabulous because they take no time at all to make. We just added some punching with Vicky's favourite trio corner punch. All right. Yeah, and then had a couple of other examples for them made with the Rocking Horse stamp set. And the other, so these are in colour bags. Hi Roz, thanks for watching. Hope you're having wonderful celebrations. It looks like you've been having a wonderful time, Roz. Alright, so these are using the Rocking Horse bundle, so a little bit different but still really great. So you just fold these in colour bags in half, pop a belly band around and add a stamped image, really. So really quick, easy to make, can make lots of them. They are great for Christmas stalls, okay? But I have to show you. Hi Marie, thanks for watching, hope you're well. This is my favourite. So this was inspired by a little card that my accountability buddy, or one of my 3 accountability buddies, Debbie from Rockhampton, shared with me. And so she shared a Rocking Horse card. So this one just rocks back and forth. So it's a Rocking Horse. This one's actually not finished, but we played with different colours, and so, but it just is so cute. Super, super cute. Hi Marnie, thank you for watching. Hope you're well. Marie, I did ask how you were, I think. So aren't these super, super cute and super fun? They are so, so nice and so easy to make. And look, they're made with the Deckled Circles dies, but to be honest, and how I made them is we cheated a little bit. So we folded our card base in half and then cut half a circle so that you didn't have to line up with the deckled circle. But you don't even need a circle die. You could actually just use a trace around a dinner plate or something like that. I just think they are so cute and really easy to make. So the ones that Debbie made, she had a circle of the top and she had her little gnomes there, and they were really, really great. All right, so I've chatted on a little bit and I just wanted to showcase some different ways to use the paper that Megan's going to tell me what the name of that paper is. It's not called the St. Nicholas paper, it's called something else, but Megan will tell me, because she's good at that, knowing product names. But we're going to make something with that paper that's a little bit different. And I'd say it's a bit spooky because tomorrow is November. So that means it's around about 6 or 7 weeks till Christmas. So you've only got a few more weeks to get your Christmas cards posted. If you're posting overseas, you need to be posting them now. And we, so that for me is a bit scary. So I am, thank you, Marnie. Oh, thanks, Glenn. No, I'm glad you love that idea. All right, so we've got some of the same paper from the pack. And we are going to be showcasing this side, but you're going to see both sides. And what I'm going to show you how to make, you can use as a Christmas decoration, or you can use it on the front of a card, or you can use it 16 days to your birthday, Megan. Oh, I might have to make a special card. Oh, goodness. Let me add that to my list. I don't think I sent a card to my dear friend Carol, who helps me cut everything. I'm really sorry, Carol. Anyway, this, you can hang it on your tree, or you could use it as a tag on a gift, or use it as part of your gift wrapping. So let's get started. So I've got my Simply Scored. So if you've got a score pal, or you've got a trimmer that's got a scoring function, or scoring blade, you can score like this. Oh, I'm glad you I hope the surgery went well, Marie. All right, and hopefully you'll be able to see much better soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our stylus, and we're going to use the thick end, and we're going to score it at every inch. Okay. Now, I'm using a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I'm scoring my paper before I cut. And there's really, really good reason to do that. And you want to really concentrate and make sure that you are scoring in the right place. So you're scoring it at every inch, all the way across to your 12 inches. Okay. Your very last, oh no, we'll just keep going. Then we're going to flip our paper over. And so this is a bit harder to see, but we're going to use, the reason we're using the thicker end of our stylus is so it doesn't tear. So we're going to start at 1/2 inch, and on every 1/2 inch we're going to, so every 1/2 inch mark between the already scored marks, we're going to score. Okay, now you might remember this technique or something similar we did a few weeks ago when I made the pop-up Christmas tree. Same sort of principle. But we're not making a pop-up Christmas tree, we're making something completely different. We're making a rosette. So some of you, so you can use these rosettes to make rosette Christmas trees if you stack them all together, but we're not doing that. We're just making a simple rosette decoration. Okay, so who else have we got that's watching? Oh. All right. It's not expected. Of course it's expected, Megan. It's expected from me. I couldn't do that to you. All right. So we've scored it. We're going to grab our trusty little bone folder. Now you don't have to do this with just Christmas things. And I'm just going to, so I'm going to fold in the opposite direction to what I scored. I'm going to do the 1/2 inch ones, the inch ones first. We're just going to concertina it, all right? So we're going to score it, burnish it, and go to the next one, next inch one. Now I make this look hard, I think. So yeah, I am looking forward to seeing my cousin on Thursday, that he's coming from the UK, but I'm a bit sad of the reasons why he's coming, but it'll be nice to celebrate his birthday. I haven't celebrated his birthday with him for a very long time, probably since he was little. Well, probably not since my grandmother was alive, and she has been gone about 27 years this month. So, yeah, it'll be very nice to see him. And he's staying with us, and oh, I'm glad you got your birthday card, Glenda. It's nice when people get their cards and they like them. But just furnishing all the 1/2-inch cords. Now, it looks a bit unwieldy at this point and difficult to work with, but it gets easier, trust me. And we just got to hope that I don't burn myself with the hot glue gun, which I have been known to do from time to time. All right, so then we're going to, on each of the 1/2-inch marks, score, fold and burnish as well. All right, what's everyone been doing this week? Did anyone have trick-or-treaters? I was disappointed we haven't had any. My girlfriend asked us to go and do a street walk tonight, because they've got lots of beautifully decorated homes where she lives, but I was dedicated to my Facebook Live, and let's just see what's going on here. So we're making a concertina, and don't mess it up like I have. I couldn't, because I'm going to be away. You're recovering from a very busy weekend, last weekend. You've got a recovery week this week. Oh, that's good, Marnie. Next week's my recovery week, because I'll be on holidays. Oh, you had a few kids come down our street. See, I don't decorate the outside of our house, but yeah, because I don't want to, as I said last week, I don't want to share my candy. But not that we have any. Oh, well, we actually do. We have some for retreat, but I'm not allowed to eat that. But I'm sure if I ate it and replaced it, no one would know. Okay. So see how I'm just concertina-ing this card, and I'm using, instead of using a bone folder, I'm just using my acrylic nails. So my nail man would be very upset, and I've got my appointment to see him Thursday, so I'm exciting. One of my girlfriends, she goes all out with her Halloween decorations, and they do their corpsing and skeletons and all of that stuff. It's a bit scary, but I can't wait to see how they dressed up this year. But they live at Canungra, so it's a bit far for me to go and check them out. So I have to message her and make sure she has done a video, because they have so much fun doing it. All right, and it's a little bit out, but it's okay. All right. Yeah, I remember when I was little, we used to, people used to come trick-or-treating around our place at Norman Park. So it's not a new thing, it's just more people do it now. But I think it's just something fun to do. All right, so we've got our concertinaed piece. Okay. Yes, my no. Oh, you had professional development for 4 days for school and the school fates I don't. Oh, school fates are exhausting. Yes, I have booked Mr. Tran, Megan. I want some lovely holiday nails. I haven't booked him for a pedicure because I decided I'm going to have pedicures every day while I'm away. Well, not quite, but at least once. I'm having massages almost every day. All right, so what we want to do is we want to cut our paper. So you sort of got to stretch it back out and keep it straight. And we're going to cut it at the 3-inch mark. Actually, we're going to cut it at the 6-inch mark. We'll do it that way first. Make it a bit easier on ourselves. All right, we're going to cut it at 6 inches. So we're going to cut it into 3-inch strips. All right. So this is going to be a nice big rosette. Okay. Yes. I'm not telling you where I'm going on my holiday, Megan, because we've got a little game to play while I'm on my holiday. It's going to be a bit like Where's Wally, but it's Where's Chrissy. Some people already know because my dear friend Alison let it slip, but then I also Steve's let it slip, and I've accidentally let it slip a couple of times, but they're not allowed to play. They don't win a prize. But it's going to be lots of fun. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with 3 of these rosettes, 3 of these strips. So you've got mountain and valley folds, right? So we're going to grab our tape. It's easiest with tape. Glue wiggles, right? So we don't want to use glue. And I'm going to put the tape on this bit here. I'll bring my scissors upstairs. Yeah, I had I'm doing a program, and I had a call this morning. Well, we have a call twice a week at 8 o'clock on Monday and Fridays, but then had a call this morning, and it was really interesting. It was just talking about business and stuff like that, and it was about growing our business and reaching out to people. And the thing that I really liked about it is that they don't put your focus on selling product. Their focus is on connecting with people, which is what I try and do. So I really liked that advice that they gave us. It was really resonated. I was going to say resounded, but resonated, that's the word with me. And yeah, I just like sharing what I love. So as I'm doing this bit, well, let me just talk about what's coming up. So November is a frantically busy month. There is a new kit coming out, I believe, tomorrow. There's some online exclusives coming out on Monday next week. And oops. So you've got to make sure when you stick this together that you have really got it straight, because otherwise you're going to have a wonky rosette. A bit like a wonky donkey, but it's the wonky rosette. Okay. I pressed it down before I ensured it was straight. So, all right, so we've got one bit that we've got together. If there's any bubbles on the back, just get your bone folder and press those down. You don't want bubbles because you're going to see the back perhaps, or depending on what you do. If you were just sticking this on the card, you wouldn't see the back. So I've got this bit. Now I'm going to stick another piece on. So this is going to be a very long, very big rosette. Now, your rosette can be any size that you like. I'm doing it with 3 because I just think that it is nicer. So, and because I'm using such a wide piece of card, let's stick this one on here. Sorry, a wide piece of paper for my rosette. You actually need to increase the length of your rosette. Okay, I think that makes sense. How come you cut and not tear? Because my hands aren't working properly today, Megan, to tear. Right, that's really the only reason. And I also do want to have a nice clean edge. I'm going to add another bit of adhesive to that end. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. I was really lucky over the weekend. Well, I was really lucky this month, and I have had 4 lovely ladies join my Flamenx team. So I had Leah, and I'm excited that I'll be meeting with Leah for the first time. We've never met before on Thursday, so I'm really excited to meet her. And also my dear friend Carol and my friend Fiona, and also one of my previous team members who's also a friend who comes to Coffee, Cake and Cards, Robin. So I'm really excited that they'll be joining us, and I'm looking forward to seeing how their Stampin' Up journey progresses. Now I just need to take this off camera so I can see what I'm doing, because I can't see. It's too far away. Won't be 1 second. Right, so I'm really excited that they're joining me, and I'm excited that I get to be part, that they chose me. So I think it's fabulous, and they're all fabulous ladies. And we've got our first Zoom call as a team on Wednesday night. Well, their first Zoom call as part of the team on Wednesday night. So, oh, it's all right, Megan. Just part of being big. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to join the ends together. So it's a bit like an infinity scarf sort of thing. There's no beginning and no end. Okay. So just pop some tape on this one. Oh, that's annoying me that that's moving. I should stick it down I used to put blue tack under it, but then I don't like blue tack on my backdrop, so we're doing it with 3, and I think 3 will be enough. If you wanted to make a bigger rosette with 4, you can. Okay, popping some more tape on. What else can I tell you that I've been doing? Oh, I drove down to Cabarita on Thursday to check out a venue for our Soiree by the Sea, which is an event that I'm co-hosting in May. I think it's the last weekend in May, with my dear friend Shani from Adelaide. And I am so excited. But when I was down there, and I'm really excited about the venue, but when I was down there, Steve and I had lunch after we looked at the venue, and I put my handbag on the chair, and I had my phone on my table, and I picked up my phone, and I got in the car, and we came home, and we got home, and I said to Steve, where's my handbag? And he went, you're kidding me, right? Because it's an hour and a half drive each way from our place to Cabarita. So he thought I was joking, but I had left my handbag with my wallet and all my cards and everything at the cafe by the beach at Cabarita. How funny is that? So on Sunday we had to go, we couldn't go before Sunday, we had to wait until Sunday, so I mustn't have trimmed these up properly, but that's okay. So we had to wait until Sunday because we had so much on, and drive all the way down to Cabarita and pick up my handbag. How funny is that? Has anyone else done something dumb like that? It's just so stupid. I just could not believe that I did it. Okay. But now, here comes the fun bit. I got everything back okay. They had it waiting for me. Yeah, so it was all good. And the guy was lovely. And he said he just didn't go with his clothes. And everything was in it. Because the cafe was about to close. Because, you know how New South Wales is on daylight savings and Queensland isn't. So I was half hour late for my appointment because I was working on Queensland time. Lucky I had intended to be early. So, yeah, it was just one of those days, you know. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just concertinaing up this because I'm going to lay it flat. So I sort of, this is a bit harder to work with than I thought. So I'm sort of gathering it all up, okay? But yeah, it was funny. Well, yeah, they put my bag in their safe and I got a few calls from them to make sure that I was coming to pick it up, and well, this one here seems to be in the wrong place. That little fold, I must have got it a little bit wrong, but we'll fix it. It's fixed now. Yeah, so, but what a silly thing to do. So that's that shows where my head's been at the last couple of weeks. So if you get your little folds a little bit wrong, it doesn't matter, right? It'll all work out in the end. So I've got my super duper hot glue gun, right? So this is a monster hot glue gun, right? I'm just gonna put this a bit closer to me so I can, so So you'll need a hot glue gun. It's really, really hot and you need to be careful. Okay. I've also got a die cut circle. Now I die cut this circle with the deckled circles, and I have also embossed it. Okay. And I've got my trusty little what you call it, mat thingy. Ah, goodness me, my hands aren't working. This seemed like a really good idea when I was thinking about it, and I make these all of the time. Like, I make them so often that I should be able to put it together in my sleep. Alright, so it's just that I'm having difficulty holding them today. Alright, let's see, I'm just getting it together. So what I'm going to do is we're going to lay it down flat, right? So all your concertinas will form a nice big circle. Well, they should, if you've folded it right. Now, sometimes you might have to cut off a bit and readjust it, but I think we're getting it almost right. And this is a great decoration. And you're probably thinking, oh, Chrissy, you're making it look too hard. I don't want to do something that looks that hard. All right, here we go. So we've got our concertina. All right, that is a mega glue gun. Yes, I know. I got it for Christmas, and I've been told, I've seen though that they have another smaller version. So, because Steve has all these Ryobi tools. So in the center of this circle, I'm just going to put some glue. Then I'm going to really carefully pick up my concertinaed circle and push it down, right? So it's sort of centered. It might not be exactly in the center, but it'll be pretty close. And I'm hoping that is centered because I didn't look at it properly. If it's not, I can cover it up, all right? I usually do it with a small 1-inch circle first. We're just going to fill up that hole with hot glue. Right. The only thing about this hot glue is that it, and if it seeps out the top, don't worry, because this is where you sort of need an extra pair of hands. I should have asked Steve to come up and help with this bit. Make these with your buddy so that you have got enough hands to hold everything down. I just die cut. Normally I would start with a 1-inch circle and then stick the other circles over top of it, but I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I probably wasn't thinking. So these are with the deckled circles. So these are around 3.5 inches. Okay. I'm just going to add some more glue. Okay. And I'm going to add some glue to this other circle over here, all right? This is a bit messy. And I'm going to pop it as close as I can to the center. Now it will be hot, so don't burn yourself. That's all about in the center. I'm pretty sure the back's not in the center, but well, it's not too bad. I could always just get a bigger circle and cover that up, and I might do that. So I'll get another circle, stick it over the top of that. Okay, a bigger circle. So I won't decorate the back today. All right, so I'm just gonna press it down. And so that's our rosette. It's almost centered. You can sort of do a little bit of tweaking because the glue doesn't dry immediately. It doesn't work particularly well. Oh look, I can actually pull this bit off. Well, it's not stuck properly. And what I'm going to do is add some more to the center. Right. And I'm going to grab my multi-purpose glue. Oh. Yeah, it did sort of look fine. I wanted it to be a bit more. The multi-purpose glue will not hold it, be strong enough to hold it completely, all right? This will be strong enough. It looks pretty, it's pretty centered. Okay, so you just have to let it sit and let the glue dry, all right? So you've got your front and your back. It's almost. Now remember, rosettes are never ever perfect. Okay, that's my caveat of why they're not exactly even. All right, so you've got your front and your back. I'll turn off my hot glue gun before I burn myself. So yeah, so the glue gun, that was a funny story because my family are like, why do you want a hot glue gun for Christmas? And I'm like, but it's a rechargeable cordless one and it works really well. All right, so while we're waiting for that to just dry and set, we're going to do a bit of work on the decorating. Okay. Okay, thank you, Megan. So, yeah, you could put a bigger one on the back, or you could, so they've got this piece for the back, and it's been embossed, and it's been embossed with a new, from the mini catalogue, the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. Okay, I've got, well I did have, I have got my sponge daubers. So I'm going to use a red one and one for the pebble palm. So, and I even remembered to bring the ink upstairs. Thank you, Marnie. I'll show a photo later of what the whole thing looks like. So this embossed piece is for the back. Okay, so I'm just going to get my sponge dauber and just sponge it to give it a bit more depth of colour. And it doesn't matter that there are some bits that aren't are sort of patchy because they were going to be covered. Okay, right, so thanks, Marnie. Have a good night. So this is another deckled circle that I've die cut. Now this is the next size down from the larger one. it's really hot here tonight. We're hoping it was started to storm. Well, I'm hoping it's just hot and not me having a power surge. You know, when you get to a certain age, those power surges become quite regular. All right. So now I've got my pebbled path. And I've also got a green too, so I'll grab my green sponge daubers. So I have all my sponge daubers in these little cases that I got at a craft show, and I've labelled them all. Normally what I do is, you know, the stickers underneath your ink pads, you put them around your sponge dauber, and then you've got one for each colour. But I haven't done that with those. So I've got yeah, we only had a couple of spots too, Megan. It was a bit disappointing. Poor Delphi was freaking out at all the lightning, and then there was no rain. Right, I've got, even though I've cut this in Mossy Meadow, I think it's Mossy Meadow, I've got some old olive because it sort of blends in. And I'm going to put that on as well. Just run it over the edges. And you can run it over the edge of your any joins that you have to make them, like if there's any white bits showing. Just adds a bit more interest to your... So normally I would sit there and I would sponge all the back of it as well, but I'm not doing that today. So this will be a nice big rosette. So if you don't want it quite so big, you just reduce the size of your circle, reduce the width of your paper. So you would do your paper strips. So if you want it a bit smaller, you go to 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. And once you get like 1 inch ones, you only have to add 2 together, not 3. All right. So I've got, I've die cut already from the pattern paper a Santa. I've already stamped a little and die cut a little post box. Now you'll see that this white here, I haven't embossed, and I'm putting that on the back because I want it to be a somewhere where you can write. So if I was giving this as a gift to somebody, that's where I would put it. All right, I think we're going to use the Pebbled Path ink. It hasn't got anything on it. Just going to do some Pebbled Path around the edge of this one. I love sponge daubers. If you don't have sponge daubers, you might have a sponge, or you might use your blending brushes, but there's something really relaxing just sitting there working your way around the edge of your creation. And you wipe a bit off. And I do have some stamping to do, so, and I'm just going to really gently, barely touching, go over the pattern. Now I can hear a couple of you going, no, you're ruining it. Trust me, okay? All right, I'm just gonna go around the edge of this one as well. And it's, this is a vintage sort of a look. I really love distressing and vintage cards, but they take a lot of time. So, all right, we'll leave that open. I've got a piece of white, so let's just have a look at what colours are in this Santa. So you've got, it's got garden green / mossy meadow. You've got an early espresso. You've got your, it might be a cup of clay or a pecan pie, depending on how you view it. You've got some red. I've got wild wheat. That's probably the first time I've liked the wild wheat. And I think that might be Pebble Path there. So I think you've got some really good colours that you could use almost any colour with that. All right. So we need to stamp a sentiment. I'm going to use I love this sentiment, but I don't know. It's not going, it's a bit too big for my circle on the back, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use this one as well, okay? Now, one of the things that I now do at my classes is that I raffle off my stamp sets at the end of the class. So I raffled this set off and the Rocking Horse set off, and my dear team member Fiona won this set, but she allowed me to continue to use it until, so, and if she wants to, she can buy the dies. So I didn't raffle the dies, just the stamp set, and with the option that they could buy the dies. And Glenda won the Rocking Horse set. So that was really lovely. I was so glad that both of them, who really loved the sets, got them. All right. Are we all still watching? Well, a couple of you have dropped off, but most of you are still watching, which is lovely. Let's get this. All right. So what I'm going to do first with my, this one here, I'm just using a piece of scrap. All right. Oh, that's a nice one. And then I'm going to stamp the With Joy, Peace and Love directly onto the other circle. I can't stamp directly onto this circle because I've already embossed it, okay? And I'm just going to pop that in the center. Over there, out the way. Okay, I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and I've got this little punch here, but it's not quite the right size, right? So I'm going to make it like a border. Use it, that punch, like a border. Does that make sense? Hope so. Okay. Whoa. So, how I'm going to do that is I'm going to slip my little punch through, or my piece of paper through, just like that. So the top of it's not in the punch, but the bottom of it is. And maybe about there. Just punch that like that. And then at the top of my punch, so I'll turn the punch around so you can see, I will just do a similar thing. So I could have done a circle. Actually, I'll do it this way. Oh no, do it that way. You sort of have to maybe jiggle it a little bit to get it where you want it to go. I think that's going to be about right. You might have to cut a little bit off the end, which I will do on this one, because otherwise it won't fit where I want it to go. Yeah. Is it hot up there, Glenda? I'm sure it's getting warmer. We had, like the other night, it was so cold, and Steve had the air conditioning on, his sub-Arctic temperatures. I don't know, when you're married to a Kiwi and they love to sleep in the cold, right? So that's just a little bit of a added edge. Let's see if I can do that on that edge too. There was probably an easier way for me to do this, but we're experimenting, hey? No, I'm not going to do that. All right. So, all right. So we've got 2 die cuts. We've got some stamped words. So what we're going to do next is we've got some gold trim. We had woodies on the other night. The nights and mornings were a bit coolish. Oh, yeah. I was trying to convince the car club that they need to have, the FB EK Holden Car Club, that they need to have their next Queensland hosted nationals at Yeppoon, Glenda, because I want to come up and see you. They're not really receptive to that. I think as far north as I can get them to go is Bundaberg. So I've got some really pretty ribbon here. So this is the sheer ribbon from the mini, silver and white sheer mini ribbon from the mini catalogue. So you had woodies on the other night. Oh. And then we've got some gold trim from the annual catalogue, and I've got a big piece. So what I'm going to do with my gold trim, I want to have a nice big piece, because we're going to use this to hang it from the tree, right? And I mean a really long big piece. Okay, so you can either hang it from the tree or you can hang it from a door handle or something, but you need a nice big piece. And you tie a knot in the bottom of it, and that knot's going to be, it's not going to be hidden, but it's going to be really well secured. Okay, then up here we're going to tie another knot. So what this will do is it'll make sure that it doesn't slip. Okay, now you want to make sure that you've got one of your joins, wherever it will be near the top, so that it can be covered with the ribbon. Okay, so I'm putting that through here. Yeah, I thought it would be awesome too. And I said to Steve, well, if we get as far as Bundaberg, we may as well just keep going north and go up to Yeppoon and then go to a bit further north to my dear friend in Townsville, who I haven't seen in years. I haven't seen since before COVID. And yeah, miss her dreadfully, but yes. All right, so now we're going to, so we've got our join there. All right. We're going to get our tear and tape. And we're going to pop a couple of bits of tear and tape on. And this will just hold it in place. We could craft together. Wouldn't that be fun? Ooh. I love opportunities to craft with other people, and I think it's just really fun. Okay, so we've got that bit there. We're also going to get a piece of our this ribbon, and we're going to make a couple of tails. All right, just want it to be fun. I might have to pack my lunch and go and visit Megan. That would be fun. Craft with her. That could be your birthday present, Megan. To craft with me. No. Kidding, kidding. All right. We're going to grab some more tear and tape. You could use glue dots for this. You can see I haven't made one of these for a while because I'm a bit slower than normal. But it's a nice project and it's just pretty. I might have to do a short and speed up the whole video to 200 times faster. I'm going to stick those on as well. Is that in the middle? You need a good clean week to clean the house. Well, I'm giving you heaps of notice. There's 16 days left to your birthday. Oh dear. But you can always come visit me if you want to pack your lunch and come visit me, Megan. You know that. All right. So now we're going to I'm going to put my plain one on. And the reason I'm putting a plain one on is just so that there's a bit of a variation. All right. We're going to use lots of liquid glue here. Now, normally when I make decorations for the tree or to give as a gift, I keep them fairly flat. But rosettes are a bit of an exception because they're bulky by their very nature. So, and I have got heaps of liquid glue on here. I'm not even worried about taking that backing paper off. And I want to make sure my liquid glue goes all the way to the edge without it oozing out. I'd have to bring my earphones. Well, yeah. Now, I just need to adjust this little notch up here because it's a little bit low. So that's easy enough because it's just sort of a slip notch. Well, Chippy, who Delphi is staying with next week, he's very loud too. So we're a little bit used to, and our neighbour's dog barks all the time. So I think that it suffers from separation anxiety. Just moving that up a little bit. So I don't want the knot to be under the red. I want it to be outside the red so that it, well, not right under, so it's not too bulky. All right, so that, see how I've stuck all that together? All right. Try and get it in the center. And this is why you use glue, so you can get it in the center. All right, so that's coming together. Yeah, Fabio, yeah. He does have a Fabio hairdo. I'm going to start calling him that now. He's the sweetest dog, but he does. He's very, very vocal. He is so vocal. All right, so we've got our lovely background, white background piece. Now, it was funny when I was at class on Saturday and I had these all cut and they're like, oh, Chrissy, that's really great colouring. Like, I didn't colour it, it's from the paper. But I should have owned it, really. I should have just owned it. All right. Okay. So we've got that. Can you see how it's starting to come together? Got our, and these things can just sort of wriggle a little bit into the right spot. Got my Santa. I'm going to put the Santa, even though it's only a paper Santa, I am going to put it on with dimensionals just to give it a bit more interest. We've got our yes, what I will do with this one, I've got some green, so we're going to add some green to the top and the bottom. To the side. The side's not really cut very straight, but it's all right. Trust me, I know what I'm doing, sort of. Okay. Oh, I've got ribbon sticking to me. All right. I didn't bring any bling up, so lucky Jodie's not watching because she'd be like, Chrissy, where's the bling? So I'm going to pop my sentiment there. Right. Pop this post box over the top of it. Now the post box I've stamped in cherry cobbler to match the red cardstock. Got glue all over my fingers. Ugh. The only thing that I don't like as much as glue on my fingers is glitter. And following the great glitter incident, oh, your poor dog. It's on their anxiety medication and it's not helping, and you've had to put blackouts around. Oh, that's no good. Poor dog. I don't like it when dogs are distressed. I didn't really put that on straight, did I? That'll be okay. So I'll just move over there. All right, we'll put that on with some dimensionals. See, I didn't even forget anything. Well, I did forget the bling, but I don't think he needs bling because it's going to have a bow as well. and we'll finish off the back. And I think it's just a really fun project. And yeah, you can make them more quickly than what I did tonight. And if you have a buddy to help you hold the that trusts you enough to get the glue gun near your hands and to hold the concertina circle down, it does make it a lot easier. Okay. Now, if you wanted, see how this has got a white line around it? If you didn't want that white line, what you can do is grab your stamping blend and just go around the edge, okay, with your blend. And so you could do it grey or something, or pebble path or something to make it like a shadow. All right, I'm going to pop this one on the back and be really generous with the glue. Now, I did put these through the same way, put them through together when I embossed them, but it doesn't matter if they haven't if they're not exactly lined up, because nobody expects them to be, well, unless you're watching this video and then you expect it. Now make sure you've got some baby wipes or something on hand to soak up that excess glue. So you'll need 2 types of glue, your hot glue gun. Well, you need a few types. You need your hot glue gun, you need your tear and tape, you'll need some dimensionals and some multi-purpose glue. Now I'm keeping this flat so you could write on it, or you could stick a label on it or something. Oh, you could stick some, what do you call it, some die cut letters on it or something like that if you wanted. Okay, now let's turn it over. We're going to pop a bow on it at the top. I don't actually think it needs a bow. I think that, no, we're not going to pop a bow. We're going to leave it without the bow. See, I have such good, love talking to myself. Get all the right answers. All right, so here we go. We have got our rustic Christmas decoration. And as I said, go around the edges, ink those up. Make a little, if you ink both sides, like this sponge dauber has seen better days, really. It's just about on its way out. It's probably one of the first ones that I've got. So get a new one, they're cheap. So, oh, you got a cool glue on the weekend, but it was sold out everywhere. So I hope you like this project. Just gonna add a bit more green. You love it? Oh, that's so good. So it's not really hard. It's just the hardest bit is holding the concertinaed circle down. And so you could die cut your little pieces and have all of it ready, and all your words and sentiments all done. And look, just do the back a little bit. You could even ink up your pieces before you even put it together. So you could ink it up while it's still like flat like this, all right? So I will cut this in half, and I'll do a little mini one, and half the width at 1.5 centimeters, 1.5 inches, and that will be a great little rosette too, and it'll go on the front of a card. So everyone have a fantastic week. There will be no Facebook Live next week. There will be mystery stamping on Saturday morning. Actually, I think I'm going to make it a craft along rather than a mystery stamping. So you'll see the project before we start. So Megan, if you're free Saturday morning, you can craft along with me. I know you don't like mystery stamping, but you might like this project. I think actually you will. And it'll be all focused on using some scraps. Okay. All right. So this is a project for this week. Everyone have a safe rest of the week. Sorry, I forgot to say these bits here, unravel them, okay, and add a bit of extra interest. They look really cute unraveled. Right, I shall unravel it while I'm eating my dinner, and yeah, have a fabulous. You have a card class on Saturday morning. Ah, okay, that's cool. Well, that's a shame. Maybe next month. Oh, I actually had some die cuts. Hi Carol, thanks for dropping in. We're just about finished. Happy birthday for the other day. I was a slack friend. I do have these little die cuts to add to, so I'm just going to put them on the back. Make it a bit more interesting. I've got ink all over my fingers. Should have take my picture. I'm going to pop these on the back as well. So these are from the same die set as the St. Nicholas. They're called St. Nicholas dies, and I just giggle every time I see that, because some poor child's going to be traumatized because they think St. Nicholas is dead. Yeah, it might just be you and me again on Saturday. Oh, Carol might watch on Saturday morning and craft along. That's quite all right, Carol. You're busy. All right, so there is our Rosette Ornament / tag. So he can go on the tree. He can go on a bag. He could hang somewhere. You could put it, if you've got a big gift, you could actually tape it to the gift as a tag. So many ways you could use that. So yep, that's our St. Nicholas one. So everyone have a great rest of the week. Thank you, Marie, Marnie, Megan, Carol, Rose, Glenda. Trying to see who else I've missed. I missed somebody, I'm sure. But everybody who's watching, thank you so much for watching. And remember, no Facebook Live next week, but there will be a Where's Chrissy competition next week. Alright? So I'll be posting some photos of some locations, and you can guess where we are. Alright, until next time, happy creating. Bye for now.